Hello, my name is Jan Greenwood, and I'm the author of The Grace Giving Leader. I'm excited to welcome you to the first of a 10-part video series on the devotional for the Grace Giving Leader. Today, I'm sharing with you about secret number 1, which is grace empowers. You know, the concept of grace is so central to this entire book that I invested quite a bit of time in chapter 1 simply talking about grace and what it means to be a grace-giving leader. I shared some examples and I talked about my own journey and how painful it was to be broken of a leadership style that was based on works and striving and people approval, and learning to lean into God and His grace as a method, a manner, a power to become a leader that is full of grace. So secret number 1, which is wrapped inside chapter number 2, is called Grace Empowers. This is because grace is the key. In this secret, I use an illustration or a metaphor of going from a used, beaten up car to a restored, beautiful vehicle. And I talk about the difference between an exterior transformation and an interior one. You know, the work of grace in your life does not happen quickly. We can't just come along and polish up the outside, dress well, speak well. Those things help, but ultimately it's what's under the hood or in the engine. It's the character that is worked in you through the Holy Spirit that actually begins to open up and release grace. Grace comes in, it does a transformative work, and then it overflows out of you. The beautiful thing about grace is when you compare it to the engine of a vehicle, you begin to get to see what I'm talking about when I say that grace is a divine enablement. It is the ability, the power to do, to move, to change, to transform, to accomplish, to make a difference. It is power. Let me share with you what I have to say about the transformation of your engine. I'm on page 47. When our engine, our character, is significantly transformed, we begin to display an exterior presence that is also beautiful. We are, in a sense, upgraded, empowered, and restored. Others might be drawn to a nicely finished exterior, but ultimately they want to lift the hood and look within. In a similar manner, lots of people may pass by your life, glancing casually at your exterior but making no real investment. It's those who feel drawn to connect with you that respond to the presence of God within you. When people connect to you and the source of power, they instinctively want to look closer and even experience grace for themselves. This is the beauty and the power of grace. As we come to the end of today's video, I just want to pause and ponder for a moment. Would you simply stop and ask God to remind you of a time that He extended grace to you? Thanks for being with me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time.